opposition since the 10 number 33.
It's Thursday night, and it's the NBA here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along with Greg. And well over halfway into the season now, GA, how much have the rookies changed since the start of the season?
Kevin, most are completely different players, right? The foundation was there, but they know their role on the team, and it's more about refining their game than learning.
Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. In at the forward spots, we'll see Barrett and Barnes. Then there's Dick, and it's Vucevic, and it's Shed in at the one spot. Barnes with it. Pass to Dick. It's Barrett on the wing. Just 5 on the clock. High, arcing shot, and that one good.
I think RJ found that floater right as he got into the area. One more step, he's able to spot the rim. Soft touch.
Cunningham outside. In the corner, Ivy with it. Back to Cunningham. They set the pick. With the drive. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And Kate Cunningham earning every bit of those points. Just driving against contact and still able to focus and finish.
Barnes. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Cunningham drives in. Count it, good.
That is all timing right there. Just led him perfectly.
And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Here's Shed, covered by Cunningham. The shot's good. For the Raptors, their last game, a loss to Indiana. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Second chance effort. Out to Turner. Pass to Holland. Clock at 6. Cunningham outside. Shoots over Vucevic. Cunningham's shot is off.
Shot didn't fall, but that play worked well to get a good look at the basket.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
And one of the most underrated bigs in the NBA. Vucevic quietly dominates on a consistent basis.
And both free throws good for Vucevic.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Cunningham gets the bucket.
I like this attitude on this possession from Cade. Just really confident getting into that J.
And Darko Rajakovic calls timeout. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. The Raptors have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to talk with J.B. Bickerstaff for a minute. Coach had praise for one of the opponents tonight, the versatile Scotty Barnes. He told me Scotty's somebody that can do it all. He can score, pass, rebound, and defend multiple positions. That's rare for a player his age. So, Kevin, Scotty's still growing as a player.
Okay, David, much appreciated. Outside, Barrett. Five to shoot. And again, no good by Toronto.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that
good a look.
And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
First quarter play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Pass to Barnes. Now Vucevic. Will it go? Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist.
And with the ability to step out and make shots, bigs like Vucevic have a lot of value in today's NBA.
Now here's Ivy. Dick defending. Out to Turner. Here's Howland. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Ivy with the bucket.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Raptors trail by 7. Pass to Barrett. Dick with it. Ivy defending. From 13. Here's Barrett, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And it felt like RJ did a great job there of just baiting the defense in order to get the contact.
The Raptors have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And how about as a group, 80% on the season, one of their best attributes.
Detroit leading by 5. Cunningham looking it over. Going inside. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Cunningham's got 7 points in the game.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this league.
And Darko Rajakovic calls timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. Here's Dick. Another shot, and that's 2 points on the layup.
Such a big part of what he does for this team. Just work and work on the boards, generate second chance opportunities, and hopefully convert.
And J.B. Bickerstaff is called a timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Marcus Hasler's checked in for the Pistons. And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. They are a hot team right now. 7 consecutive wins and looking for number 8 tonight.
Watching this team operate at this elite level, firing on all cylinders. The way they're going right now, this winning streak could go on for some time.
4 on the clock and stolen by Barnes. Launches a 3. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Barnes hitting threes spells some trouble. This offense starts to hum.
Turner with the screen. Here's Cunningham. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Cunningham's got 9 points.
D has been just completely helpless and turned around. He's so dangerous when he's in this kind of rhythm.
Here's Shed. Again, Toronto.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Who's going to miss first? Every time one team scores, the other team right back at you.
Fires from deep. And it's Toronto with the rebound.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Here's Barnes. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. Banked in off the glass. He has 5.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Dick passes to Vucevic. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Miles Turner.
What a sell on that pump for Vucevic. He had my head moving there.
He hits the second from the line. Pistons leading by 3. Cunningham outside. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Toronto's gone 1 or 2 from long range in the first quarter. Pass to Vucevic. Down low. And there's Dick. That's good on the assist by Vucevic. Dick's got his second basket of the game. And here's Cunningham. Dick defending with the fadeaway. Vucevic with the rebound. Raptors trail by 3. Barnes finds Vucevic. Here's Dick. Barnes outside. Vucevic setting the pick for Barnes. It's good. This game is all even. Barnes has got his second basket of the night.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pistons. Wagner comes in for Turner. And Okogie subbed in for Holland. And Toronto also making a switch. Cartwright's checked in. Cunningham drives in. Okogie for 3. Wagner a screen on Barrett. And he drives in. Okogie misses. Toronto's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Okogie's so active at both ends. Great drive.
The Raptors have gotten 8 of their 13 shots to find the bottom of the bucket.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
And it's Detroit's ball. Sasser, the bounce pass. There's the pick. Kicks it out to Wagner. Pass to Sasser. Looking for Cunningham, and he gets it there. Just 5 to shoot. Vucevic with the rebound. They've got the opportunity to get the lead back.
And they've been waiting for this chance all game long.
And it's blocked. Wagner on the wing. Really played well against Phoenix in his last outing. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Detroit.
How about the ferocity we have seen from them on defense? I mean, they're looking to contest every shot that goes up.
I wonder if pace and playing fast is something that they're being encouraged to do, because right now they feel like the faster team.
Here's Barnes, and it's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors able to retain possession here. So it's Toronto now, trailing by 2, and the Raptors miss again. Now Cunningham, 9 points in the game so far. To the wing on the left, Okogie for 3. That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham. Cunningham's got 3 assists in the game. Barnes outside. That's tipped. And they recover it. Raptors moving the ball around. Shot clock at 6. Second chance shot. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Barnes has got his 3rd basket of the night.
Yeah, Scotty has confidence from that mid-range and does not need much space.
Beyond the arc. Another three for Detroit.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Wagner against Portis. Inside. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
50 seconds left in the first quarter. Sasser can't hit.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Barnes can't get it to go.
One player sometimes can drag down your offense, and he seems to be an anchor here in this quarter.
Over in the corner, Sasser knocks down the three ball. And the Pistons lead by 7.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. And it's blocked.
Well, his shots aren't dropping. They haven't been able to keep pace, but to trust him enough, keep going to him, see if he can find it. That basket must be widening out right now. He's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
Pass to Barnes. And so it's Detroit ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. Right back after this break. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in a second. And what stands out to you from the Pistons so far in this one?
Well, going to the bench early, they obviously knew what they were doing.
Yeah, looking for a spark here, and the coach tapped the right guys to get out there and provide it.
They've got Marcus Sasser. He's out there with Jaden Ivey. Wagner is out there with Holland. That's the 5 and the 4 for the Pistons. Pass to Ivey. Driving inside. And that one drops. Ivey's got the lead up to 11 now for the Pistons.
Just so athletic. Jaden took one look at that gap and say, that's mine.
To the right side. And a wide open look for Portis. Nailed from three-point land. Portis has got himself on the board with 3 there. Cartwright against Ivey. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Shot from 12. And it's Toronto with the rebound. It's off to Charlotte for them after this game as they take on the Hornets. They're in the midst of a 4-game road trip right now. That'll be game number 3. That one's good, and the Piston lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Cartwright. Detroit is gone 5 of 8 from three-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. Here's Sasser, covered by Brewer. Wagner left side. Brett, would you say the point guard is considered the toughest position to play in basketball?
You know, Kevin, I think there's been a massive shift in what the point guard represents in the NBA game. I mean, how many teams over the past couple of years that have won championships have played with a traditional setup guard? What we're looking at is duos that can dribble, pass, and shoot and devastate defenses.
Ivey against Cartwright. Over Ivey. Cartwright misses. Pistons leading by 8. Wagner outside. Wagner a screen on Portis. Over in the corner, Sasser. Dick with the steal. Here's Boston. Holland with the rebound. The Pistons have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. They set the screen. And he makes good on the layup. Holland's got his second bucket of the night.
They are just killing him on the interior.
And the timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. And Toronto making a change here. Brewers checked in. Raptors trail by 10. Here's Dick. Cartwright up top. Pass to Portis. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Boston. Count that one.
Now that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
Here's Sasser. There's a screen. Drives to the hoop. It's rebounded by Dick.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
Austin the pass to Cartwright. Misses in close.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but like plenty of room.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, the Raptors are rebuilding with purpose. Coach Darko Rajakovic said, "We're doing a good job at the start of this process, selecting the right people that care and are very committed to each other. That's a good baseline to build on." Kevin, slowly, the pieces are falling into place.
David, you're so right. He is great at developing those young players.
A well-rounded player who really tries to do it all for you. Jaden Ivey is all about work ethic out there.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
High post Vucevic. Shoots over Wagner. Yep, it goes. And the Piston lead is cut down now to just 8 on the basket from Vucevic. Sasser with it. Fires the 3. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss, that kind of energy not wasted.
Kicks it out to Wagner. And another 3 for Detroit.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Outside Portis. Pass to Dick. Here's Cartwright. Rebound by the Pistons. Holland's got 4 rebounds in this game.
his shooting this quarter has to be a huge concern, especially when they're behind like this. Can he find the rhythm?
And it's in there.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
The coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Here's Shed. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
And J.B. Bickerstaff is called a timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Kay Cunningham's checked in for Marcus Sasser. Barnes is checked in for the Raptors. R.J. Barrett comes in for Cartwright.
Substitution on the floor.
Pass to Ivy. Here's the screen. Out left to the wing. Toronto grabs the miss. Diggs got 4 rebounds now tonight. On the wing, Barnes. To the paint, trying to find Vucevic. Gets it to him. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Ron Holland.
And for a big man, Vucevic is pretty efficient at the line. Really has a complete game.
And both free throws good for Vucevic.
Makes it pretty tough on the defense. Who are you going to pick to send to the free throw line? And he's hitting the free throws right now. Form looks good.
Pass to Cunningham. A rebound by Shed. Raptors trail by 12. Now here's Barnes. 8 points for him. Lets it go with a 3. Rebounded by Cade Cunningham. Cunningham's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. They set the pick. Front past the arc. Rebounded by Vucevic. Vucevic has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Top the key, Barnes. Barnes screen on Cunningham. Back to Barnes. And the dunk by Barnes.
Really hard to stop Scotty Barnes in the pick and roll. As the screener, Scotty can beat you different ways.
Now here's Cunningham. Defense right on him. They double in with Vucevic. They could use a bucket. And Cade Cunningham with the 3. Cunningham's got 12 points in the game.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
Barnes kicks to Vucevic. It's Barrett on the wing. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. So, Craig, you played the point. In create a player, if you had to pick a different position to play, which would it be?
Ooh, good question, Kevin. Probably small forward, wing. I'd like to be a fearsome finisher who can soar and dunk over everybody.
Cartwright's checked in for Dick. Wagner with a screen for Cunningham. A 3. And another 3 for Detroit.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Driving the lane. Pass to Vucevic. And no good.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
And the shot goes in. He's got 20.
This quarter belongs to him, and that's how you do it when you're out in front. Don't play it safe. Keep that momentum going.
Cartwright, Ivy defending, and here's Barrett. Driving in, pass to Vucevic. The shot is good, and so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
seems to be nobody standing in his way, no roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Got to hold firm or you're going to get a call.
Turner's checked in for the Pistons. Hardaway comes in for Cade Cunningham. Barnes the screen. Driving to the basket. A three. Rebounded by Hardaway.
Well, after getting off to a great start, hitting those first two shots, he's definitely regressed a little bit in this quarter.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Here's Holland. That falls. Nice speed that time from Turner. Holland's got 6.
They have a good plan going right now, and they're starting to create separation.
The game plan might have been good, but you have to bring it together. Right now, their chemistry is something to be admired.
And the Pistons making a change here. Jones is checked in. Here's Barnes. And the layup's good off the glass. He's got 14.
I like to see the handles from Scotty coming along there. Much improved since his rookie year.
And there's a minute 45 left to play here in the half. Ivy scored the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Pass to Jones. Hardaway with it. Here's Ivy. He's guarded by Cartwright. Ivy against Cartwright. Ivy with the bucket. Ivy's got 8 points in the quarter.
He does a lot of damage inside with that quickness and athleticism. Ivy's too agile for low post defenders to react.
Pass to Vucevic. Now here's Barrett. In the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Here's Ivy into the lane. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
Love the attacking mindset there from Ivy. Good job at getting at the defense and compromising it. Well, it's interesting to watch him because he's putting his body on the line to get to the line. We didn't see this during the first quarter, but he's making up for it here.
Hardaway against Cartwright. Barrett wide open. He fires. Off target from 3-point range.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
And here's Ivy. 15 points in the game. Pass to Holland. Now Ivy goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Ivy's got 17 now.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
And so it's the Detroit Pistons holding a 22-point lead as the quarter wraps up. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Booch. They had it going the first 2 quarters. How do you turn that around defensively?
Just got to get one-on-one stops, do a better job helping each other, just getting whatever they want on that end, and we have to do a better job. And yeah, it's just simple, one-on-one stops when we help. Make sure the guy that helps, he gets help, and just keep rotating. We haven't done a good job with that. We're usually very good with that, so just got to focus. They come back in the second half ready. Then we can make it a game if we play better defensively.
Thanks for your time, man. Appreciate it. Back to you guys.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
Please direct your attention now to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Measuring up his shot. Nice try. That's all good.
2 quarters of play. The Jazz will square off against the Cavaliers out in Cleveland. It's going to tip off at 7 p.m. Eastern Time.
Maybe we'll be surprised with a huge upset.
And let's move on now to those first 2 quarters. Talk about a tough start for the Toronto Raptors.
The big reason they're getting washed out has been raining threes.
But they didn't know this was coming? They didn't watch the film? Read the scout report? Come on, man.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Here's Shed. And checking out the group for Darko Rajakovic to start the second half. In at the forward spots, we'll see Barrett and Barnes. And it's Vucevic. Then there's Dick. And it's Shed in at the point.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Out to Turner, and stolen by Barnes. Pass to Barrett. The tray. Basket is good. The assist from Barnes. Barnes has got 3 assists tonight.
Well, finding some room there on the perimeter, the lefty, R.J. Barrett, knocks it down.
Cunningham right side. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Vucevic has got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Shed, covered by Cunningham.
Probably not the shot that was drawn up for that possession, but you can't pass it up, and you can't knock it down.
Here's Ivy. Drops in the layup for 2. Ivy's got 19 points.
And Ivy has showed up in a big way in this one. He continues to put big-time pressure on the defense.
Vucevic finds Barnes. Back to Vucevic. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Cunningham inside. Pass to Turner. Here's Cunningham. 12 points for him. Back to Turner. And it's Turner finishing it off.
And Cade with a great job just surveying the defense that time. Finds the open man.
Now Vucevic. Barrett for 3. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Dick with the steal. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Shed. Basket is good. The assist from Barnes. Barnes has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Cunningham with it. His offensive numbers jump right off the screen at you. He's averaging over 29 points a game. And it's Barnes with the ball for Toronto. It's an 18-point game. He gets that one. 13 points for Vucevic.
Maybe he's thinking at this point, man, somebody's got to help me. I can't do this all by myself.
Pass to Ivy. Outside Turner to the inside. 4 on the shot clock. And he uses the glass on the layup. 24 points for him.
So far, he's a can't-miss player. A superb scorer who plays to his strength.
Dick with it. Ivy defending. Toronto working the ball around now. Fader on the way. Dick can't get it to go.
Yeah, I have no idea why he went with the fadeaway there. The defense was nowhere near him, and he should have just kept it simple.
Here's Ivy. Got it, and he's now 8 of 9 from the floor.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Barnes passes to Barrett. And Barrett slams it in.
RJ's instincts are to score, and his instincts are taking over right now.
Pass to Holland. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Pistons.
And, guys, how about the unselfishness and all about working that ball around, shifting the defense, and just seeking out the best shot?
Well, the three-point shot has been absolutely huge for them this entire game. And let's be honest, you have to knock down threes to win games these days.
Here's Shed, covered by Cunningham. Vucevic setting the pick for Barnes. From the stripe, from downtown, and it's Vucevic. Big time on the assist by Barnes. Barnes has got assist number 7 for him tonight. And timeout call by J.B. Bickerstaff. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. Hardaway's checked in for the Pistons. Cunningham outside. Pass to Ivy. For the 3, it's number 9 to fall. He's only taken 10 shots.
And look at Ivy just playing with that quick pace and firing.
Now here's Vucevic. Back to Barnes. To the middle. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And you know what? Very close to a three-point play right there.
And it'll be his 4th time going to the free throw line in the game. And he makes the first. Cartwright's checked in for the Raptors.
Nikola Vucevic. 2 shots.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Well, guys, last season, a full 14 teams finished with between 46 and 51 wins, with plenty of teams in the picture. Adam Silver is thrilled with the level of competition. He says, I think what fans ultimately want is to see great competition across the league. Kevin, it's certainly fun to watch.
It is, David. Bring it on, I say. The more, the better. Now, here's Ivy. Dick defending. Cunningham for 3. And the foul on Miles Turner. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
3rd personal foul. First team foul.
Raptors trail by 16. Here's Shed. 10 points for him. 3-pointer. Detroit with the rebound. Cunningham's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Pass to Ivy. Dick with the steal. Barnes with it. Picked up by Turner. Stops. Pops. Cartwright gets the bucket.
Well, Scotty Barnes, such an excellent passing wing.
Pistons lead by 14. Cunningham left side. Takes it off the glass. Cunningham's got 14 points.
And that's some force coming from your 6'7", 6'8" point guard. That's tough to stop.
Pass to Shed. Back to Vucevic. Puts one up from 19. Rebounded by the Pistons. Next game, they'll take on the Pacers in Indianapolis at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them. Ivy on the wing. Hardaway passes to Cunningham. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Cunningham's got 5 points in the quarter.
You would think a coach might have talked to his defense about making the adjustment on him, but right now, he's just lighting him up.
Vucevic to the pass to Cartwright. Over Ivy. True on the 14-footer. He's got 6.
Clearly defensive miscue there. If there's not a body on him that's sitting at the mid-range, that's a defensive mistake.
Cunningham gets the bucket.
So smart with the ball in his hands. And Cunningham creating for himself that time.
Now here's Barnes. He's covered closely. Pass to Vucevic. Back to Barnes. From the line. Rebounded by Cade Cunningham. Cunningham's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. In the corner, Ivy with it. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham. Cunningham's got his 8th assist in the game. And Barnes has got the ball here for the Raptors. Here's Vucevic. It's blocked. Now, here's Ivy. Dick defending. Hardaway kicks to Cunningham. There's the pick. Out to Hardaway. Fires for 3. And another 3 for Detroit.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Toronto's gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. 6 of 13. Barnes passes to Cartwright. Back to Barnes. Can they get it? It's tipped. And he goes in for the dunk.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
And the Raptors call time here. So for the Pistons, Herbert Jones, he's checked in for Miles. Turner and Marcus Sasser subbed in for Ivy. The Raptors making a switch here. Here's Boston. And they cash in right away with the quick shot. Boston's got his second basket of the night. Now a timeout called by Detroit.
Yeah, you can't make any excuses right now for them giving the ball up as much as they have in this one. Hopefully they can get on the same page during this timeout.
Mo Wagner's checked in for Detroit. Okogie comes in for Cade Cunningham. There's a minute 47 left to play in the third. Sasser finds Jones. Here's Okogie. Hardaway passes to Okogie. Shot clock at 5. Here's Jones. It's rebounded by Portis. Toronto's gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. Throws it down despite the man right in his face. A chance here for a three-point play.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
1:15 left to play in the third. Kicks it out to Jones. Pass to Hardaway. Jones sets the pick for Hardaway. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
Yeah, that miss might stick with him for a little while. That's kind of a shoot-around jumper if I've ever seen one.
13 feet away. Barnes passes to Portis. Here's Boston. He's covered by Sasser. And that one's good, Boston. Boston's got 4 points in the quarter.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
Pass to Sasser. He lobs it up and stolen by Barnes. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Cartwright's got 11 points.
Oh boy, the touch is coming back here in the second half. Percentages from the field much better than it was at the break.
We've got 13 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Okogie. Shoots the three. Sinks the triple. 10 points for him.
There you go again. A nice kick out after the D had collapsed on him.
From deep. And that one's good, Boston.
And this is the time they wanted to mount the rally and get back into it.
And so it's Jaden Ivey making things happen for Detroit. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Even though the position is called shooting guard, passing part of your responsibilities in today's game.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. Mo Wagner out there with Herbert Jones. Then there's Marcus Sasser. Then there's Holland. And it's Ivy in at the 2 spot. That's the group for Detroit right now. The shot from the low post is good. Ivy's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for Detroit. Raptors trail by 20 and stolen by Ivy. Now Sasser. Now here's Ivy. Wagner with a screen for Ivy. There's the drive. Takes a three. And it's Wagner missing.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Here's Dick. Pass to Boston. The rebound by Ivy. Pistons leading by 20. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Such a growing part of Ivy's game, encouraging to see him pick up assists like that.
And that one falls for Holland. And you think about rookies coming into the NBA, it seems, Brent, that veterans are a little bit easier on the rookies now than they were in the past.
I think we romanticize, Kevin, a lot of those stories that we heard from the old days about veteran players giving it to the younger players. And certainly that's going to happen, especially at the beginning of the season. But these guys have known each other for a long time, and these friendships and bonds have started from years ago. So a little bit less and less. It's still fun to poke at the rookies, just a little bit.
Pass to Portis. And that time, also a missed shot. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
First personal foul.
First one falls for him.
At the line for two, Holland.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Outside Portis. Pass to Cartwright. It falls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game.
Are we sure that's the same player, guys? He looks completely different. What confidence he's playing with, and look how engaged he is on both ends.
Ivy with it, picked up by Portis. Kicks it out to Jones. Holland, the pass to Jones. Trying to find Wagner, gets it to him. And good that time.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Toronto's gone 7 of 15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. Pass to Dick. And here is Cartwright. Back to Dick. Raptors moving the ball around. His three-pointer's off the mark. And it's Detroit's ball. Big run right now going for him, 11-2. Now, here's Ivy. Brent is a guy who has played with winning teams, been in terrific cultures, and currently in one with the Spurs. What do you think is more important, team culture or raw talent?
Well, I believe in the culture carrying teams to a championship, but you can't do that without talent. So it's got to be a blend of both, Kevin, in order for your team to perform at its highest level. Culture comes first.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pistons. Okogie's checked in for Holland, and Cade Cunningham subbed in for Marcus Sasser. Austin the pass to Cartwright. And it's Wagner with the rebound. For Detroit, they've gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. On the basket by Jones.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
And here is Cartwright. And the Raptors miss again.
Yeah, my expectations were that he was not going to miss that one. He handles that kind of defense, especially on the inside.
Good work there as it goes. Cunningham's got 21 in the game.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Outside Portis. Here's Dick. Ivy defending. Pass to Shed. To halt the run. Rebound, Detroit. Okogie scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
I mean, this team is just dangerous. Right now, every shot that they're putting up feels like it's going in. Well, after an impressive first half, he's just not been able to get the room or get anything going here in the second.
Pass to Cunningham. There's a good screen. And that one is good. Cunningham's got 4 this quarter.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
And the league limiting players from making public trade demands. Just makes sense. It's a big change from the past, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it saves franchises from being put in a tough spot. Keeps a player's trade value high, which helps the team they're leaving.
Hardaway with it. Outside, Jones. There's the 3. That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham. Cunningham's got 10 assists here tonight. So active. Pass to Dick. The 15-footer, and the shot goes in.
And that's got to happen if they want to have a chance to turn this thing around. I mean, he needs to just take the game over. I mean, it seems like he's been hesitant to pull the trigger.
On the wing, Hardaway. The 3-ball. Rebound by the Raptors. Vucevic has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Dick to the inside. Right, that's good. It's his 7th made basket in 14 tries.
He was sitting back a little bit there in the first half, but it feels like showtime now, and he's ready to put some major points up on the board.
Outside Hardaway. Back to Cunningham. And they double up Cunningham. Sinks the three-pointer. He has 29.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
Pass to Dick. Greg, a lot of parity around the NBA. You think fans like that?
It's a great question, Kevin. And there are trade-offs, but as a league, you've got to foster competition and live with the results. And the reality is, doesn't it feel better when there are more teams that have a legitimate chance to win it all?
Here's Turner. 6 to shoot. Cunningham for 3. Another 3 for Detroit.
Well, he now has 4 3-pointers this game, guys. 2 in each half. He's really spacing out the floor for his teammates.
Barnes screen on Jones. Cartwright against Jones. Pass to Vucevic. Shoots over Turner. And it's Vucevic missing. Detroit's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. Outside Hardaway. Turner with the screen for Hardaway. Great D that time from Vucevic.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
Here's Cartwright. Gets the jumper from the corner to fall. Cartwright's got 15 points here in the second half.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Outside Hardaway. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Toronto's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Now here's Barnes. D right on him. And that'll be Toronto as it goes out of bounds. Raptors retain possession.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a handle.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up. And that continued to play out over the course of his amazing performance. Hardaway goes in. A beautiful reverse layup. Hardaway has got 5 points in the quarter.
Yeah, so some operation right there out of the pick and roll, and Hardaway Jr. making a smart decision in that set.
Trying to break that ice-cold streak, and it's Barnes slamming it down.
Gotta love the effort there. An undersized 4 who can really make things happen with that leaping ability.
Wagner outside. On the wing, Hardaway. Dick defending. They get the rebound. And Barrett has got the ball here for the Toronto Raptors. Here's Shed. Offensive rebound. Barnes. And the dunk by Barnes.
And the long arms helping Barnes corral that baby.
Detroit's gone 4-6 from beyond the arc in the fourth quarter so far. Outside, Jones. Pass to Sasser. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Scotty Barnes.
2 minutes remaining.
Barnes has got 6 rebounds here tonight. It's deflected. A minute 50 left in the fourth. Kicks it out to Jones. It's stolen by Barrett. Shoots from 12. And it's Shed missing.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts, but otherwise the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Okogie for 3. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now. 6 for 8 on the night.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Detroit.
Look at their number of assists.
You know, they didn't get stuck in those one-on-one situations, and they got the ball to the guys with the best matchups. Easy drives, open jumpers, and great ball movement.
And this will now push it to a total of 44 games in the win column on the season.
And in a 3-game season series, they take the first 2, and certainly they've had the edge in this matchup.
And the young guy taking it right at him. Jones doing what he can do to earn the foul.
The line for 2.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Toronto's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. And Barrett gets it to go.
Well, Barrett with nice touch down there as the lefty was able to negotiate the little room that he had.
Here's Sasser, and he banks in the layup.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
23 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Here's Vucevic. It's good.
And the key for Vucevic is remaining aggressive. Well, when he does that, this guy can dominate.
Now Hardaway. Wagner outside. Offline with his 3. And so it's the Pistons taking care of business here. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And that'll do it, folks. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. And now, our player of the game.